Trader.com with a great Hall of Fame pitcher Bob Feller of the Cleveland Indians. Feller, thank you for joining us. If you could just talk a little bit how nice it is to come out and a chance to greet your fans. I know you're always gracious enough to have many shows, and if you could just give me a few minutes on how you enjoy coming out to these shows.
Well, Chicago is a very favorite of mine. I have a sister that lives here. I pitched an opening annual hitter here. When I came back to sea duty in World War II, I wound up with Great Lakes up there 45 miles up the road up towards near Waukegan, towards Chicago. My best ballpark. I like to pitch in the best was Comiskey Park, the old Comiskey Park. And I have a lot of memories here, but meeting all the other Hall of Famers from other sports and meeting the fans, having questions, and talking baseball. I enjoyed the card show. I'll be in Cooperstown next week for the induction. I did the All-Star game for 5 days in St. Louis. And baseball has been my life. Everything I have in my lifetime, I owe it to baseball. And not only that, to the fans that make the game of baseball. Wouldn't for the fans, there'd be no baseball. The fans are the most important part of the whole game.
You were mentioning you were going to be in Cooperstown a couple more weeks from now. Will be the National
Next weekend.
Yes, for the 31st in Cleveland. So it's always nice to get back to Cleveland, I assume, and get a chance to see the hometown people, at the National.
Well, I live in Cleveland. I've been there since World War II, and I started a little league in my area. Cleveland has some great ball clubs. Not this year. The American League Central Division is not very strong. In fact, all the baseball needs more ball players. The journeyman players and the borderline players. There's a lot of throwers around on the pitchers. That's my opinion. I don't say if I'm right, but the guy says I may not be right, but I won't be in doubt.
You said obviously the Central's down a little bit this year. Can you give me a little, maybe the horse race of what you think down the stretch second half of the year? Probably most likely a 3-team race: Chicago, Minnesota, Detroit.
You're right about that. That's exactly right, and I agree with you. It's the horse race. It's a flip of a coin. 6 of one, half a dozen the other. And whoever happens to be hot in September has about two pitchers that are hot in the last months of the season. And also in postseason play, if you got 2 pitchers that are hot, you're probably going to be a winner.
So can you give me a guess who you think is going to come out of the Central?
I wouldn't put it by Minnesota. The White Sox have got a good shot at it. Of course, Detroit, they got a very good manager over in Detroit, Jim Whalen, a very good friend of mine. Cleveland Indians are going to get better. They may come close. They got a lot of men on the DL. Our bullpen has been a bullpen from hell. Where in Cleveland really has terrible. They just haven't been able to get anybody out.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your time. And again, this is Terry Edwards, the Sports Patio.